Hello, guys. I hope you all are doing great. Today, we will see how we can use user inputs in Python. For example, how we can take input from the user. Okay, so first we will create a new file with the name inputs.py for our Python file extension. Okay, and here we go. Okay, so as you see that we have a built-in method which is print in Python to print anything on our terminal. Okay, so just for example, print please input your name. Okay, so if I run the program, okay, just run it. Python stop. Okay, so if I run this program, so what you see that we have please input your name, okay, on our terminal. Like so, print method is basically used to print anything on our terminal. So similarly, we have another method in Python which is input. Okay, so this method is used to take user inputs. Like, for example, if our program needs or the requirement of our program is to ask the input or anything from the user, so we need to use this method input for taking input from the user. For example, if I ask user that please input your name, so how we can create this program? Okay, so just simply create a new variable first. Okay, name. Why we are using name variable here? Because we need to store the input user input in somewhere. Okay, so as we learned in our last tutorial that we need variables to save our values. Okay, so we will create a new variable which is name to take the name input from the user, and after that we will use input method to ask the input from the user. Okay, and after that we will print the value which is name on our terminal to see if it works properly or not. Okay, so just okay, run this program. Python inputs.py. Okay, so now our program is asking us input. Okay, please input your name. So if I write Ali, it will print Ali here. Okay, so it's not basically it's not duplicate here. It's basically first we are providing the value uh, by the help of input method, and then our program is printing that input value on a terminal in our next line. Okay, as you see, if I run this program again, it will ask for the input first, like please input your name. If I write John, and if I press the enter, okay, so you can see it will print the John on the second line. It means first it is taking input from the user John, and then it is printing the value like the name on the second line. Okay, so first it is taking our input value, and then it is giving us the output here. So this is the simplest way to take the input from the user in Python. Okay, and we can also make it more simple. We don't need to use print method here to prompt a user for any suggestion or question. We can copy this string here, and we can simply paste that string in our input method, and we can use colon for okay here. Now if I run this program, turn inputs.py, what you see that now it is asking please input your name colon, and on the same line user can provide its input here. So okay, if I provide the input and press enter, Okay, so it will print our value on the next line. So we don't need to use print method over here to give prompt to the user. Okay, so we can also give a string in our input method to ask anything from the user. So okay, just create another variable, for example number, as we have done with the name, like it was our string value. So just check about our integer values. So I'm going to take a new variable number, and then we will ask for input, mm, input any number. Okay, okay, and then we will ask our program to print that number on the next line, and just run this program. Please input your name. So I'm going to give here my name, and then input any number. I'm going to provide number here, and it will simply print the number on the next line. So these are the basically messages that are prompting the user that what type of data we should give here. Okay, for example, if I want to take a decimal value input, so I will ask for example number 2 input, and provide decimal value. We can ask for anything, okay, here. So these messages are just an a prompt and information for the user that what he can provide here. Now now I will run this. Okay, so first we will give the name, the string value. Okay, then we will give the number, the integer value, and finally we will give the point value. Okay, so it is very simple in Python to simply take input from the user in any form, like in string, in integer, in decimal. We just need to use one method properly, which is input method. So it is basically used to take the input from the user. Okay, so just do one thing. Do as much as practice with different exercises. We will do something with the name here. Okay, let me erase it. So we can use hash here for comment. So let's create a one program. For example, we will take two inputs, string inputs. Okay, two string inputs from the user, and then we concat strings, and then we will print them. Okay, so here what we are going to do, first of all, we will take two inputs from the user. So for that we need to make two variables. So let's say first name input. Why we are using input method here? Because we need to take the input from the user. So we can ask for please input your first name. Okay, and then we can copy this, and we can do it like this. Last name, last name. Okay, so first we are going to take the input from the user, two inputs from the user, first name, then last name. Okay, and it will now print both values separately. Okay, uh, run here. Let's run our program. So provide the first name and then second name. Now you can see the output. We gave two inputs, first name and the last name, and then it printed first name and then last name, because we are printing separately these values right now. But what we need to do in this program, we need to concatenate these strings. Okay, so for that we don't need to use two print methods here. We will do it by one print method. Simply we will take first name here, and after that we will use plus sign to concatenate first name with the last name. Okay, okay, just run the program and see clan. Sorry. Okay, great. So now it is printing both names in one line, but there is an issue that uh, it is not separating these names with a space. So no worries. What we will do, we will use quotations here for space, and then again plus sign to concatenate, and like this. So first we are providing first name, then concatenating that first name with the space using quotations, and then plus for concatenation, and then the last name. Okay, so run this program. First name, last name. Okay, perfect. So now you can see it is perfectly giving us the output, uh, our desired output basically. So there are many exercises you can try in Python for fun. As you can see, we have done with the string values here. You can try numbers and float values, characters, and boolean. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned something new. So now we will meet in our next video with new topic, and then we will learn new things together. Till then, take care. Bye bye.